This video will give you practical tips to show how you can empower your students to understand and ultimately contribute to a culture of safe and ethical use of digital tools. Safe and ethical use of digital tools are important parts of digital literacy, digital safety, and digital resilience, which are again important digital skills for students to develop. By empowering your students to develop these skills themselves, and seeing the importance of these skills, students are also able to develop other soft skills. Moreover, by empowering your students, you will also encourage them to be digital citizen acting ethical in the global community. As an educator or teacher, you have an important job of helping learners grow into confident people who respect themselves and others. Learning about resilience, self-confidence, and self-awareness can give youngsters foundational strength of character to help set them up for a life of success, no matter what they choose to do. Therefore, it is important to empower youngsters in their own growth. Moreover, digital wellness is getting more and more important. From the home to the classroom and eventually into the workplace, youngsters rely on technology for learning, creating, and playing. Therefore, it is important to learn about a safe and ethical use of all these digital tools and the digital well-being. Here we will give you some tips how you, as a teacher or educator, can empower your learners to contribute to a culture of safe and ethical use of digital tools and digital well-being. First, have transparent and open conversations with your learners. Youngsters are nowadays considered as digital natives. However, that doesn't mean they know and understand what a safe and ethical culture is within the use of digital tools, or what healthy technology use is. In order to have those transparent and open conversations, it is important you ask them self-reflective questions rather than simply lecturing or enforcing limits on tech in the classroom. Asking open-ended questions will encourage a dialogue and get students thinking about their own relationship with technology. 2. Communicate positively. As we know, language is incredibly important, so it is extremely important to be aware of the impact of how you start the conversation about healthy use of digital tools, as this could also frame your students' response. Therefore, try to approach your discussions from an empowering angle, rather than focusing on restrictions. For example, rather than talking about the issue in terms of negative or less screen time, try to focus on the more positive online experiences. Lastly, teach netiquette. Encouraging digital activity and sharing it with your students creates a safe environment. Important is to prevent hindering the youngsters' agency and learning, helping them manage risks and learn that things can go wrong. This will increase a student's resilience. One way to implement such a thing is by introducing online ethics and safety learning opportunities into the curriculum, or offer spaces for adult and peer mentoring where students can discuss practical implications of digital engagement. This means basically learning the students through practicality what the netiquette is, etiquette within internet use. Some last tips to keep in mind when you empower your students. Give your students choices. Listening to your students. Allow the students to take risks. Use your words wisely. Encourage your students to follow their interests.